Hi guys, I've come to do another picture. So this is a digital download from a website. I'll put the information down below if you're interested. And it's a grayscale. And if you'll notice, it looks a little brown. It's just the way it printed out. So it could be my printer's problem or her stuff prints out this way. I don't know. I'll show you the colors I'm going to use to color in her skin, and we'll do her skin and then I'll do probably the leaves in here. So Prismacolor in white, and it's 938. Prismacolor in light, light peach, and it's 927. And then we have it in beige, and that is 997. And nectar, which is 1092, and then chest or terracotta, and that's 944. So what I'll do is kind of work, this is going to be a highlighter, so we're going to set that aside, down this way in the color range. So I'll start off with this one and then add another layer, another layer, another layer, and then go back with this one again. So we're going to work in that kind of realm. And what you do on the grayscaling part is just kind of follow the shadows. Now she does not have a straight line here where her hair hits, so I'll just kind of be blending it into her hairline here. And then I'll go ahead and sharpen this. I did not do that. If you're interested in the pencil sharpener, it's just a Straddler plain metal one that I'm using today. And we're just going to go around and very lightly on the pressure put the color down. Now I followed a really good tutorial on coloring skin. I will also leave a link down below for that. You can follow step by step, and as I have it understood, she still has the download available. Let me find it here. It's on my desk. Okay, this one here. And it's from Christine Caron. And if you go to the link down below, you have to join her Facebook group and then PM her with requesting the picture. And then you go and watch her video, and she gives you step-by-step instructions on how to color the face in and do the lips and the eyes. Really easy to follow and great tips. So I'll be putting, like I said, all the information down in the box, description box below for that one. So basically I'd just be going around on all her areas very lightly and adding a little bit of color here. It won't look like much. I don't even know if you can actually see the color going down. But it's going down, just very lightly. Kind of highlighting this side of her nose. And her cheekbone here. And of course her ears. And I will be going over this with a darker color and giving it more definition. Then there's going to be a shadow from the roses here. So we'll kind of add that in, and then this is her arm. There'll be more of a shadow on this side, but you also want to give her arm some contour. And then down here on the roses inside and around the edges. Leaf. And that's basically, sorry about the other pencils, that lay down there. And I'm just going to skip the beige and go into the nectar, which is a little darker, you'll see. Now, farther back you hold your pencil, the lighter touch you will be using. I like to hold it right about here and just not put much pressure on the pencil at all. And I'm going to kind of bring it out into her forehead. There's a little bit of a shadow here. Again, up here by her nose, coming down from her eye. And up here. Her neck, under her chin. Her hair here, got a bit of a shadow. Just kind of going over the other color I already put down. And then we're just getting what they call a base coat, I believe. Now I'm going to go with the terracotta, and it's got a little bit of a red color to it. And just darken up those areas a little more. She's got some hair hanging down here on her ear. soften up in her hair. Give her lip a little color. Just gonna kind of leave her a natural lip and everything, so it'll just be a little darker than her face. Play with that a little bit. Okay, then we'll go back in with the nectar and kind of blend the darker color out a little more. When you pull it out, you just want to go lighter. Turn it so I can see it a little better. And the top of her forehead is going to have more shadow than the center, so we want to bring it in at the top a little heavier. So you just work on it and bring it down, and then we'll use a lighter color to come in there too. And then the same down here on her arms. And then across her shoulder. And you just keep working at it like that. Then we'll go back in with the light peach, and you'll just be putting it on the outside area here, and then just pulling it in, using a little bit heavier pressure on this. And then it blends it in better. And at any time that you think that you may have gotten a little too dark, or you want to lighten it up, that's where the white comes in. You can, like in this area, if you don't like your straight line here or whatever, if you bring in the white, you can brighten that up a little. You don't want to press too hard because the wax in these pencils will not let you blend too much after that fact. But like up on the forehead, I will probably do this area here in the white and just bleed it out into the rest of the skin. Like I said, I kind of want to do her all in these shades. But you can hear how hard I'm pushing on this with the pencil. Just getting all that blended together. And I'll just go in a little lighter. And then I'll bring in the white. You'll see how that cleans that edge up a little bit. And also highlight her forehead. If you want to put any pink in her cheek, I use, I gotta find it here, the pink rose. It's a really light color, and I'll just add it in here on top of the white that I put down. Just give her a soft blush on her cheek. Some up in her hairline. Some down on her chin. This cheek also gets a little blush. Up here, on the top of her arm up here. A little bit on her ear. And then we'll go back in with the white. Lightly touch that in. To her face. And basically that's it. I'm just going to fill in the rest of this with a bit of white. And play around with it if I want it darker. And I'll make sure it's all covered in the pencil. And just make sure I get all this blended in too. And there we go. That's about how her face is going to look. And it's basically the same thing down her arm. So I will finish that off camera and then I will come back and show you how I do the leaves. Okay, so I finished up her arms, and the lips I just did with the same colors. I did it with the terracotta. Added in a tiny bit of crimson red just to highlight a little areas on her lips. I haven't even colored her eyes yet. I forgot about those. I haven't figured out what color I want them yet, depending on what color I do the hair. Now I've tested a little coloring on the leaf. It's got a little bit of yellow on it. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about it. So what I'm going to do is ink the leaves. And I have these two colors. So one's crushed olive and this one is peeled paint, and they're both greens. And I have my little tool. It's the mini detail tool from Ranger. And I'm just going to ink in some of the leaves. So the tool here has got the little soft sponge on it, and I'm going to dab it in the ink, and then when I lay it down I will be putting pressure on just this portion of it and pushing the ink outward towards the leaves. So where it's dark on the leaves here, I will be putting it down at an angle and pulling the ink outward, so it'll be darkest down here. And what I'll do is I'll start on this leaf here because it's the darkest spot. So putting it down with pressure and pulling it out. Always keeping it at an angle and just bringing the ink out over the leaf like that. So we'll do another one over here. And pulling. So basically, that's what I'm going to do on every single leaf. This is done with the, I'm using the peeled paint right now. Getting them nice and dark underneath the leaf area. So again, angled and just dragging it and pulling it. So on every single leaf. Lots of leaves. On the little tiny ones, I won't even really put this tool down on there. I'll just lightly drag the little sponge lightly over the paper. I will be going over these leaves with a colored pencil, so if I don't cover them completely, it's okay. Just getting the color down on them. There's a little tiny leaf there. And just turned around. Nice about these grayscale books is they give you the shadow lines for the most part. So you just follow them. There's a rosebud. Tiny little bit there. Okay, these leaves get confusing. Leaf here. Rosebud here. One underneath. Try to get that darker. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's probably the other part of this leaf. Okay, so there we go with the green leaves. Could probably add the other color. I'm not sure what it would look like. I was like doing a test page. So we'll see. Oh, it's a little brighter. It'll add a little yellow in there. So I'll just touch these in the centers. Just get another color in there. It's kind of pretty. Okay. Pencils all over my desk. The color that goes nicely with these is the kelp green, which I have to find on my desk here. Here we go. Kelp green is 1090. And it's kind of the same color. So we're just going to bring it down, you know, the places where I didn't get the ink. Try to make their veins a little darker. And then just bring it out on the bottom a little bit. And the branchy areas I'm going to do in a brown. And then the shadow areas, I'll get a darker color. But for now, I'll mark them where I want them. Just go around and do each leaf like that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I didn't even look at the camera. Sorry about that. I'll do another couple of them here. So basically just going in where it's the darkest spot and then going up the veins. Like I said, this color is really close to the ink, so it's nice. You can add your own little veins too if you like. I do. And then just make sure the bottom of the leaf is dark. It's just the way I do leaves. You can do them any way you want. There's no rule. Anyway, so that's how I'm going to do each one of them. I think you need to watch me do every single one. And when I finish putting this pencil down, I will be back. Okay, so they're all done with the kelp green pen and darkened them. I also drew on their tips just to bring some color on down here. Okay, so the leaves are all done, and what I'm going to do is add a little yellow into them with the mustard seed in my little thing. And again, using one of these little sticks, and I'm just going to add in a yellow highlight on the leaves. And, well, the reason I'm doing it, number one, is because I think the leaves need a little brightness to them. But I'm also going to probably ink the outside in the a yellowish color, so sometimes it helps when if I decide I'm not going to do it in yellow, if I do it in a different color, to have the leaves completely covered in some kind of ink. So just bringing in the color yellow in all of these. And I might do her hair blonde, I don't know. Some in the roses too. Rosebuds. So there they are, all done. And that will be it for part 1 here, and when I come back to do part 2, I will do the roses, and then I will do her eyes and hair, probably in the same video, and hopefully this will only be a 2-parter. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a little bit.